Hi, this is a fan card of my AC outdoor unit. It costs $50 to replace. This is a 3D printed version that costs only $5 to print with the ABS filament. $50, $5. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I reverse this part and make it printable in most printer. Okay, let's get started. Okay, this is a condenser unit of an AC. And it has to be put outdoor, and this one is over 10 years old, and I have 3 of them that use the very same fan card. As you can see that it has been degraded by the UV light, and now it's very brittle. If I take it off, it's going to break. Okay, here's another one, but this one has completely broken off. You can see that the propeller is also made from the same material as the fan card. They're made from polypropylene, and I think sooner than later this propeller will be broken off as well. The problem with not having a fan card is that the birds will go inside this condensing unit and make a nest, raising their families inside, so I really need to replace them. But instead of buying 3 units of the fan card, I just buy one and 3D print another 2 so that I can save some money. Okay, let's take a look at the fan card. It's about 48 centimeters in a diameter. So if I want to print this with the K2 Plus, I need to divide it into 4 parts. So I will print each quarter separately, and then I will use a mechanical joint with the adhesive to join them together. So the fan card will attach to the outdoor unit by mainly using the clips. You can see this. I'm using this plastic clips, and this plastic clips has a groove here. So I think that I'm going to print this clip separately because it's very thin, only 1.7 millimeters in the thickness. So if I print together with the main part of the card, it's going to crack because the layer adhesion. So for the clips, there are 6 of them. Spacing between each clips, it has the same dimension, 234. So all the clips are divided into the same angle, 60 degrees. They have 2 mounting holes here. This one, the hole is 180 degrees, so it's just 2 holes. The position of the hole in relative to the clips is different, so I need to make a 3D scan to get the correct position of the hole. But I don't have to scan the whole part, so I will just scan this part, this segment. This would be enough for me to reverse. And I will probably scan to the center because I need to clone the position of the fan card. Okay, let's start with the 3D scanning. So I'm going to use the Creality Scan Raptor X for making this scan. I will place the external marker like this. Okay, so I will use Creality Scan 4 for making this scan, and I set the resolution to 0.25. I use a cross line first. And exposure is already set to automatic. Okay, start the scan. So I think I have everything. The new Creality Scan 4 version, it comes with the remove table function that you need to click on the 3 markers on the table, and you can use it for removing the whole table. So I will place 4 markers a flat one on the table like this. So that I will use these 3 markers for removing this table. Let's see if it will work. Okay, here's a function, clipping plane. So I hold left shift and click on 3 of the markers on the table, and then I click on create a plane. So all the red color will be erased. I click on a check mark. See here, now the table is erased, so it saves time. I click on complete. Next I'm going to fuse it with 0.25. Okay, here's a 3D scan result. Okay, next I'm going to export the point cloud as the ASC format, and then I will align this point cloud in Cloud Compare. Okay, so I drop in the point cloud from the 3D scan, 2.5 million points. Next I'm going to align this fan guard to the XY plane. There's a lot of flat plane here, but the part is deformed because it's really large, a plastic part, and I'm going to focus on the mounting point. So I will choose the mounting point to be aligned to the XY plane. I will choose this corner 1 because this is going to be the mounting point, 2 and 3. So now it's aligned to the XY plane, and this is a C direction. So next I'm going to move this point cloud to the origin point. So now it's moved. Let me change the color. It's my favorite color, bright green color. It's quite visible when I use the black color background. I will save it at the LAS format. Okay, now it's ready for converting to RCP files. Okay, this is the recap fan guard. I just drag and drop the LAS files, index the scan. That's it. Next, I'm gonna click on save and done. Objects Inventor, attach fan guard, click open, place it here, insert at origin and scale it 0.001. Okay, so here we have it. Okay, if you see here, this is the origin point. I'm going to move this fan guard center to the origin point. I create a sketch on XY plane, and then I draw an arc that will match the outer profiles of this fan guard, just a portion. You see that precision of the 3D scan is very thin wall. Okay, so I have a center line here. Okay, this is a center line. Let me draw a small circle. This is a center line of this fan guard. So I'm going to measure from this point to this point, and that's the X and Y position. So I'm going to move the point cloud to the left 26.984 and to the bottom 34.231. I do this by click on the point cloud, fan guard, edit attach data. So on the left, I'm gonna move it. Click on OK. Okay, after moving it, let's check it one more time. I'm going to create a circle from the center point and snap it onto the circle here. Okay, so we have our center aligned. So I trace the outline for the shape of the fan guard, just the outer line, and this will be the position of the clip, the purple line here. I'm going to allay this to line. This is where the clip is, to 60 degrees. Yeah, it's aligned perfectly on the second clip. So the angle between the clip is exactly 60 degrees, so it divides equally. So this will be easy for modeling. Okay, I'll start making the first quarter of the fan guard. Okay, this will be the outer edge of the fan guard. I just trace the circle along the point cloud like this, and then I extrude it for 10 millimeters. So this will align with the top of the wall here. And I also make 2 more walls here, this one and this one. This one is 6 millimeters in a thickness, and the one in the center here is also aligned with the point cloud. Next, I'm going to create a clip model. I draw a rectangle here. If you look from this top view, you see that the clip is curved, but I cannot print it, so I will assume that it can be flat because it's only 1.7 millimeters. in the thickness, so I will create a flat clip instead of the curved one so that I can print it parallel to the print bed. I start by extrude a simple rectangle like this, and then I draw a sketch. So this sketch will follow the profiles of the point cloud, and this clip will be locked into the metal sheet that made the body of the outdoor unit of the AC, and I use extrude cut command to cut it, and then I make a second extrude, make it wider to 5mm so that I will have more area for applying adhesive. And next I add a stiffener. If you can see from the point cloud here, the original part also has stiffener, so if I create a stiffener in the same location, it will not clash into the body of the outdoor unit. So now the clip is complete, and I will print it by facing this side to the print bed. It will be the strongest. Okay, next back to the first quarter of the fan guard. I cut the pocket for the clips. I extrude the cylinder, so this will be the mounting hole, one of the two. And then I make a hole here, 4.8mm in the diameter. It's a through hole. I create a counter bore in the front side. So this may require support when printing because I'm gonna print it this face down. Okay, this face will be the contact point for each corner of the fan guard. So I move the face backward for 50 microns so that I will have 0.1mm gap after joining. Okay, next I use a sketch to extrude a small lip here. This will be the contact point to the body of the outdoor unit. Okay, so I create a sketch for dovetail on this side. I extend it 3mm into the other part, and then I extrude it for 10mm. This will be the thickness of the frame. And I use polar alley to rotate the sketch of dovetail, and I create a cut on this side, and the cut is a little bit bigger, so the wall clearance between the dovetail is 0.1mm. Okay, next I use a point cloud as reference and create a grills. I use the original part for reference. This is all the grill. The grill is 2mm for the width, and for the thickness is 5mm. So I follow the original part. Okay, and here is the stiffener, and then I use fillet command to fillet the stiffener that's closer to the outer link. Okay, next I create a chamfer so that the air flow from the propeller can flow faster because the original part doesn't have this beam. Okay, next I'm going to copy this part into 4 parts and align them. This part and the previous part is exactly the same except for the position of the clip and the pocket that the clip will fall into. So there will be totally 4 parts, and they are very similar, just the difference in the location of the clips, and the space in the dovetail is 0.1mm. If you can see here, it's not tight fit because I'm going to apply adhesive, and I make a marking so the 3 dots here will align with the 3 dots here. Alright, all the parts are made. It's quite simple to model this part. Okay, I forgot one thing. And the center cover, I just simply create a circle with a small tab for locking into place like this. So there will be totally 5 parts and 6 clips to print. Okay, let's move to the slicer. Okay, printing this part is quite easy because it's print flat on the print bed, and what I have to do is I will split them. Let me remove the rest of the print. Okay, so the minimum size for the print bed is 26cm, so you can print this on the K1 Max but not on the K1. So 220 print bed is too small for this. Next I'm going to move this face down the print bed. Okay, so let's slide this. So it will take about 2 hours for printing this one piece, so there will be 4 pieces, and that would take 8 hours to print, and one piece weighs about 75 grams. If you look at the original fan guard, this is the point of failure. This stiffener here on the outer edge. When the plastic starts to degrade and it cannot hold its own weight, this is the point where it's break away. So the original designer, they used thicker wall here on this stiffener. So this stiffener is thicker than the one in the inner circle. You can notice that. So in the 3D printed version, I make this one a little thicker than the original part. This one is 4mm and I add fillet so that it gives more strength to the joint. And if you look at the design of the fan grill, you see that in the inner circle, the stiffener of the grill is spacing narrower than the outer because the airflow from the outer, from the propeller, is higher than the center of the circle. So I follow the pattern of the fan grills because I don't want to impede the airflow. Okay, it can cause more power usage. So I have already printed 3 parts and I have a marking here in a dot. This is 3 dots, so it will align with a 3 dot joint. So let's try putting it on without adhesive. Okay, so it fits quite well. I use 0.1mm for the clearance. Because I use dovetail, it will hold the part when it's being pulled in this direction, and also it can carry some amount of bending force. But if I don't use adhesive, it can be slide out like this. So the adhesive will only use for preventing the part from sliding like this. The reason that I use the dot to indicate the orientation of the part is that if you put it in the wrong position, then you have to reprint, which is not ideal. One part is take 2 hours to print. So I will use this plastic adhesive for gluing this. Because this part is ABS, the adhesive contains the mixture of acetone, so it will adhere to the ABS plastic very well. This adhesive, when using for the outdoor and when it's subject to UV light, it might turn into a yellow color. So just so you know that. So number 3 will align with number 3. That's it. So this 2 part has a little bit of a difference in the color. This one is print with the regular ABS filament, and this one print with the hyperspeed filament. Okay, this will be the final part. Okay, so it's all lined up. Okay, next I'm going to glue the clips onto the fan grills. Okay, this is the final part. The clips position is matching. The mounting holes are matching. It has less flex than the original part because it has this cloth beam that it will make the fan grill stronger. The original part is flexed more than the 3D printed one. I think it's going to be more durable than the original part. So I put it like this. turn the clips. And like this. Okay. Now all the clips is in. See it? Now all the clips is in there. Add screwdriver. Okay, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.